Hello, everybody. This is Ben Tuine. Thank you for joining us during this podcast. We have a great speaker and expert on dental marketing and dental benefit programs, Jordon Comstock.
Hello.
Who's with us today. Hi, Jordon.
How's it going, Ben?
Very well. And yourself?
Good, yeah.
Good. So, Jordon, we're launching this podcast series. My company is called Veritas Dental Resources. And over the last several years, I've been invited to participate in other podcasts. And my clientele has asked me to put together a podcast that specifically talks about insurance-related issues. Today, what we're going to talk about is a way for doctors to reduce their dependence on third-party payers or reduce their dependence on insurance carriers or PPOs. What that means is that if your patient base is 80% PPO or 90% third-party payer controlled, that means that 80 to 90% of your patients are governed by a fee schedule. And some of the fee schedules that you have out there are insurance carriers that govern those fee schedules are MetLife, Delta Dental, United Concordia, Blue Cross Blue Shield. And it becomes very frustrating when you as a doctor have to agree to provide a very steep discount in exchange for you being a participating provider and with some insurance carriers accepting assignment of benefit. Our whole mission in 2016 moving forward is to help doctors find ways to displace insurance and to have less dependence on participation with insurance carriers. In other ways, we're looking at ways to resuscitate the fee-for-service mentality, the fee-for-service model. And Jordon is invited today to talk a little bit about what he does, because I firmly believe that one of his products is a way for us to reduce insurance independence, to increase independence and pare back from insurance contracts. Before I ask Jordon a series of questions about what he does, I just want to talk about some statistics. And Jordon, you can chime in on these if you have any insight on these. So,
all right.
In the dental market today, most patients that don't have insurance only show up to the dentist when they have pain. And the reason why a lot of patients that don't have insurance only come when they have pain is because they don't have a membership or they don't have a subscription or they don't have insurance. Insurance tends to motivate people to at least utilize their benefits from time to time, get that free cleaning since my employer is paying for it, or if I'm paying for it, most certainly I'm going to go ahead and use some of those benefits, kind of like my Costco membership or my Amazon Prime membership. I almost exclusively buy my groceries at Costco and almost exclusively buy products on Amazon since I became members of those two organizations. Jordon, why is that? Like, why do people have this mentality of, if I'm a member, I'm going to all of a sudden buy more from that organization?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a funny way to think as a business model, but I kind of think that because you're giving something already to that company and they're giving you something back, it creates a loyalty factor that it makes it harder for to go shopping at your competition, right? So by paying a small membership to a dental office, they're going to be thinking of your dental office. So it keeps them in mind, and then it shows that you care, that your office cares about your family and wants to help them with their dental needs. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there.
Yeah, so and I agree with that. When I was helping run a group practice in Arizona, over 25% of our patients came from our own in-house dental program. And it was consistent with this membership type model that you have with Costco, Amazon, Sam's Club. When you purchase a membership or a subscription, you're more likely to purchase or make purchases from those organizations. Before we go on to the next thing, I want to talk about the stats. So the U.S. Surgeon General says that about 110 million people in the United States do not have dental insurance. Wow. And Obamacare only added an estimated 26 million more enrollees. So that's not necessarily half, but a little under half of the population in the United States does not have dental insurance. I mean, does that scream opportunity to you or not? In terms
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
of membership program. And if you really think about it for a second, how many patients that don't come to your dental practice, that only come in when they have a need, if you were to activate those people and get them on a regular maintenance or hygiene program, how much more revenue that would create for your practice? I would argue that there's enough people in any given community in the United States of America for you to build a patient base that is 100% governed under your own dental plan. Now, that might not be realistic for many, but I'm a very aggressive person. If I were building a dental practice, I would do the PPOs. I would play that game. But over time, my objective would be, how do I get back to the fee-for-service model? I'm going to create something that I have a little bit more control over, and that's a competing plan, a plan that patients can sign up. They can only see me, but I give them a little bit of a discount. They pay me a membership fee to come and get on my regular maintenance program. So in the country, about 110 million people do not have dental insurance. The other thing I want to talk about is the perceived value of having your own membership program. Like going back to my Costco experience, when I go to Costco, for some reason I feel like if I don't buy more or don't do more of my purchases at Costco, I'm not going to save as much money.
Yeah.
So there seems to be some type of psychological tie-in for me and my neighbors in terms of having that membership / subscription-based model to do your purchases. In the dental practice, I would argue it's exactly the same. With your clientele, Jordan, can you speak to that? Like, what is your experience in terms of people, dental practices having a dental benefit program, the success and the growth of that program, and the success in getting patients to come back and do more work than just the regular emergency care treatment?
Yeah, well, first off, I think, it attacks a huge market, like you said, of people that don't even have dental insurance, or maybe they don't have it because their employment doesn't offer it or anything. So a membership plan, a dental membership plan is perfect to help that type of patient out. What was the second part of the question again? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, and the goal with a dental plan in my mind would be to motivate patients to move forward with additional treatment.
Yeah,
the problem
exactly.
we see is that a lot of uninsured patients come in, they're in pain, they need a root canal or an extraction or a filling, but once they get a Band-Aid on their problem, they don't come back.
Yeah.
So the great thing about dental insurance is that it motivates people to use their benefits, or at least to come in and get more treatment done.
Yeah.
How would a dental benefit program be the same way, operate in the minds of a patient the same way a dental insurance program would, in terms of getting more treatment done than just the standard emergency care, putting a Band-Aid on my pain?
Yeah, well, with a membership plan, they get certain benefits and sometimes discounts to a specific practice. So it definitely motivates them to want to come in and get the work that they need done. Maybe they need some crown work done, or they're in pain. But they're like, oh wait, I've got a membership plan with Dr. So-and-so down the street. I can just go in there and they'll take care of me, right? So it gives them that mindset that the office will take care of them, and that they get certain benefits for going to that office. Benefits and discounts, I guess.
Gotcha. Very good. I guess the listeners are probably wondering, who's this Jordon Comstock guy? I understand that you write articles for a well-known dental magazine. Is that right?
Yeah. So I write. I'm a monthly contributor to dentistryIQ.com, and then I do contribute to Dentistry Today as well. Dentistrytoday.com. They're online platforms. Yeah. And then I started out in the dental industry as a dental lab technician, so that's kind of how I got my hands in the industry.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you started in the dental lab. How many years did you do that?
I stayed in the dental lab industry for about 7 years, and we would basically I managed. I started out doing the crown and bridge department, and then I managed CAD/CAM, And then I went and started managing all the marketing from online to offline from the lab for about 4 years or so.
Gotcha.
And then left on my own.
So I have a key question that's completely non-scripted for those that are listening to this, because I see this every day. Insurance carriers are driving down the reimbursements, and naturally a lot of dentists are flocking to the cheaper, less expensive labs, a lot of online labs, a lot of online labs that do decent work that people are flocking to, but it's the local labs that are suddenly starting to disappear or starting to become less profitable. Have you seen that in your experience?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, just here in the Utah market, there was, we saw a ton of our competition just fall over the past years and couldn't stay in business because of the overseas competition and everything. But yeah, it's definitely a huge problem in that industry.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I see that every day. I have friends that used to own labs. They're now consultants for various different various different dental organizations.
Yeah.
And that's, in my opinion, that's largely due to the fact that the cost or the reimbursements for these dental practices is so low.
Yeah, I agree.
That it's impossible for you to even afford a $250 unit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So most doctors are going to the $99 units from online labs, and there are some units, crown units, being sold zirconia and EMAX for less than $79.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
$50 range, and then I really
so we're down to $30.
$22.
Yeah,
I know
20.
The 30 and 22. I'm thinking, there's no way in hell I would ever have a $22 crown in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't think I would either, knowing how they're made.
Yeah, but the challenge for a lot of these doctors is quality. It's like, if I relinquish this lab that I'm comfortable with, I have to, because I feel like I need to invest in something else that's a little bit more profitable. I can't seat a crown without there being any margins, numbers, any profit in the case.
Yeah.
And dental insurance is a big threat, in my opinion.
It is.
So let's talk about this. Now that we know that you're a dental guy, for years.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your dental benefit program. Before we go there, what else does your company do? Like, what did you start with after you left the lab?
So yeah, after I left the lab, I started a company called Rocket Fire, and that company is a simple solution for websites for the dental industry, where they can go on and choose a template and get a website up and running in a matter of a couple days, and then we help manage it. It's a subscription base. Our first price is like $199 a month. So I started growing that, and then I built like an online bill pay portal for all the sites, so that's included. But then I saw this opportunity to create a membership software for dental practices because, number one, I just being in the dental industry, I saw that it was a huge trend, and it made a lot of business sense for these dental practices because I just think insurance is an unethical business model and very outdated as well. But yeah, that after I got started with Rocket Fire, I started creating this software to help dental practices to manage and grow their memberships for their practice. So that's the second product, and that company is called Boom Cloud, and we're basically a software company for the dental industry.
Cool, very good. You talked a little bit about having the ability to structure payments, like patients can pay a doctor directly, or talk about that a little bit. Where I'm going with this is that I know a lot of practices, when they do either a membership program or a subscription-based program,
mm-hmm.
they open up their Google Docs and they start populating patient information in there with credit card information.
Yeah.
Is that a HIPAA violation, number one?
Yes, number one, that is a HIPAA violation, and it is it's not very secure. Google Docs can get hacked very easily. In fact, my Google account, I think we were talking about this the other day too, Ben, your Google account got hacked recently. It's just not very it's not very safe. And most of these practices, yeah, they try to start these membership programs in-house, and they go at it thinking that they don't need a tool. But if you want to be successful and if you want to grow a profitable membership program, you need a tool to help you organize and maintain and automate payments, and that's exactly what our software is doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have a membership in any other organization? Like any type of membership that you pay for monthly or yearly?
Oh yeah, so Amazon Prime. I'm a. Is that what we're talking about? Like other
Yes.
industries? Yeah.
Yep.
So Amazon Prime. Yeah, I'm a member of that. Obviously, my gym membership. I'm a member of. So I play the guitar. So I'm a member of a guitar store. Actually, they do a membership program. Where I get free they send me free strings as I'm on this membership program. But yeah, I'm on a lot of membership programs, and it just makes sense. And in most business models, it makes perfect sense, especially in the dental industry, because you're giving this money away to third party insurance companies, and you're not even seeing a cent of it in the dental practice, right? So,
yeah. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
So, several years ago, a local company here in Utah studied the numbers from a very large local dental insurance plan that's Utah specific.
Mm-hmm.
What they found is that over a 5-year period, patients that had that dental insurance paid 25% more in premiums, annual maxes, co-payments, and deductibles than a patient that had no insurance and went to the doctor directly and paid 100% the doctor's fees. To me, you said before that the model of dental insurance is expired.
Yeah.
It's not really insurance. Why is that?
I think number one, they have not updated the program, or whatever you want to call it, for years. I've heard from the late 70s, early 80s, they haven't really updated, what they do for the patients.
The annual maximums.
Yeah,
the same.
Exactly. Yeah, and at the same time, they're reducing payouts to the dental practices. Is from what I've heard. And why I think it's unethical is dental insurance will pay out when the problem is bad, right? If this makes any sense. I was talking to Dr. Mayo from Apex Dental here in Utah, and he was saying that he was on the phone a few weeks ago with an insurance company, and they refused to pay for the procedure because the patient's situation wasn't bad enough. Yeah, that's what Dr. Mayo was telling me. The patient's situation wasn't bad enough. They had to wait till it got worse for the insurance company to pay out the fees. And I just think that's wrong, and it put Dr. Mayo in an awkward spot because, if as the patient's disease got worse, he couldn't do anything for the patient. It just would get worse and worse, So I think I'm not a big believer in insurance, and I think if a doctor were to put a membership program in their practice, they have control over how they're going to treat their patients.
Yeah, and I can tell you exactly what happened. I don't know. You said it was Dr. Mayo?
Yeah, Dr. Mayo.
I've never met Dr. Mayo, but those doctors that are listening to this, let's tell Jordon exactly what happened. The doctor submitted maybe 2 or 3 quads of scaling and root planing. Perio charting indicated 5 millimeter pockets, 6 millimeter pockets, bleeding, vertical bone loss galore. I mean, it was just perio disease written all over this case. You submitted that case of the insurance. Insurance came back and says, well, we just don't believe the patient is that condition isn't severe enough.
It's ridiculous.
So in other words, the insurance company is basically saying we're not going to do anything until those teeth start to fall out. And at that point, it's going to be too late for the patient. And then the patient is going to have to get more expensive care. Lucky enough if there's enough bone to do implants.
Yeah.
But you're looking at a denture case for a lot of these patients, or no teeth at all.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
I agree with you. Dental insurance is outdated. It needs to be updated, but I can guarantee you that insurance people are not going to change anything for the next 10 to 20 years.
Oh, no.
And here's why. Less than 10% of the dental insured population will ever reach their annual maximum each year.
Yeah.
And that is a huge financial profit, financial gain for those that own and run those programs. Let's talk about a patient that comes in that says, I don't have dental insurance. What do a lot of practices do? Patient says, I don't have insurance. What are you seeing your clients do? Like, how do they treat those patients?
They either shrug them off and say, we can't do anything, or refer them to, some other program that has nothing to do with their company, their practice.
Right. And I see that all the time. Patient comes in, the patient needs a root canal, and then the patient says, hey, what insurance do you recommend? And these dental practices have signs up front in their front office that's promoting another discount plan that charges about $200 a year, $150 a year per individual. So those companies take those premiums, and then they force you as the doctor to accept an atrociously low fee schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, that has to stop. Quit sending these patients to another third party so that third party can collect money off of your efforts by collecting a premium that you'll never see, and then forcing you to accept a discount that you don't want to give, a fee schedule that you just do not feel comfortable with.
It doesn't make sense.
That is the pattern that I see nationwide. So these days, a lot of dental practices are looking into a dental benefit program. I highly recommend and suggest that people contact Jordon. Talk about his program. His program is ready to go. It can be implemented right away. Is that correct, Jordon?
Yeah. So once they sign up, they can start creating plans and adding members to those plans. Right from the get go. It's pretty easy.
Very good. Yeah. Then do you have a website people can go to like have a preview of your products and your dental benefit program?
Yeah. So the website is boomcloudapps.com. And that's
perfect.
I'll spell it.
Yeah. Spell that out. Okay.
So it's BOOM and then CLOUDAPPS.com. So once again, boomcloudapps.com. But yeah, they can go there, and we're going to be posting some videos about how the software works and how and why in-house membership programs are beneficial to dental practices.
Perfect, thank you. And I can't stress enough the fact that you need to try something out like this. If you don't already have your own plan, or if you do have a plan and you're uncertain about how to really push it forward, talk to Jordon, contact him. I'd love to chat with you as well to point you in the right direction. The great thing about having your own plan is, number one, you can capture those patients that don't have insurance, which there are a lot of. If you have a dental marketing program that's external or internal marketing, you get a lot of uninsured patients. The question is what are you going to do with those patients? How are you going to activate them over a long period of time? Rather than just performing the work that they need now, and then financially intimidating them out of coming to your practice again, which happens from time to time. There's a way to handle those patients to reduce the fear and the risk, reduce the risk of having to pay an arm and a leg to go back to the dental practice. And I believe a dental benefit program can be successfully designed to eliminate that fear from these patients. Everybody wants a discount. And I know you don't want to give away a discount as a doctor, but you have to consider, would you rather give a discount away to a patient that is on your dental program, or would you rather see that patient under Delta PPO where you're writing off 40 to 60%? So I encourage you to create your own dental plan. Here's how you eliminate the process, the question, or at least the frustration of building your own dental plan, is call Jordon. Talk to him. Jordon, what's your number?
My number is 801-753-8586.
Perfect. So Jordon will help you eliminate the headaches in creating your own plan. By the way, we're not proposing that you create an insurance product. Yeah. This is not an insurance product. This is a dental benefit program. It's a membership/subscription.
Yes.
To where patients can come in, they can have access to certain things, certain benefits in your office, and certain discounts. And the best thing about this is that you're in full control of your own fee schedule.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're in full control over pretty much every aspect of the dental benefit program, except for the fact that Jordon has already laid the groundwork to make it easy for you to implement this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So any closing thoughts, Jordon, that you'd like to share with the listeners today?
Yeah, I just know from talking to other dentists that these membership programs not only, help bring in people that don't have dental insurance, but it just retains people like crazy to an office. And it also attracts people to an office as well, because you can use it as your marketing tool to, offer certain discounts to your patients. So not only, does it capture people without insurance, but you can capture a huge part of the market with insurance and, hopefully switch them over to your plan, because it's going to be better for them and it's going to be better for you, and everyone wins. Those are my closing thoughts there.
Perfect. Well, Jordon, thank you so much for your time today. Jordon's information will be posted under this podcast, including his email, website, and phone number. And then, of course, anybody that has any questions for me about what Jordon does, if you need a recommendation, I'm happy to do that privately. Just email or call me directly. Again, thank you, Jordon, for your time.
Thanks, Ben.
I wish you well.
Okay, thank you.